Never go to Walmart if your butthole is itching. Sorry. Hello everybody, welcome to a thing that I'm going to be dubbing Church's Conspiracy Corner right now until I can think of a better name. I I guess you're wondering, why are we here again? Why are you doing something just like the Bin Laden video, even though your camera quality, your fucking laptop is shit? It's not. First of all, I have a 1080p camera, I just don't feel like setting it up because I gotta fuck with all my cords, and I don't feel like fuck with my cords. I don't have that fucking thing where you can plug in extra USB cords on my laptop yet, so fuck off. Um, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're probably so wondering. You just don't look over here by the ties because then you'll know exactly what it is. But if you do, if you know what these mean. So I was doing a little bit of research, and by research I mean I just looked it up and I got interested in it, and I decided while doing research offhand, why not just record myself doing it because it might be funny and cool, and I'm gonna clearly find things that um gonna bewilder me. So I'm going to just do it. And what I'm doing today, I did Bin Laden the other day, his hard drives. And then today we are going to talk about this guy. This guy right here. You may know him as Loki from the hit TV series from Disney Plus, Loki, which had a very good first season and a very good second season first episode, and then I never watched it after that because the car thing. Um, but no, I'm lying to you. This is not Loki. Obviously, they did do a bit in the show where he was, but this is actually Mr. D.B. Cooper, the number one most famous man in the world for disappearing, other than your father. So, so this is a guy. You've definitely heard of him. If you haven't, you're not an American, 100%. And if you haven't, you might not even be a human if you haven't heard of him. You might be these people, the fucking aliens that live among us, and everything. So, because he was a very famous. Oh, what happened to my picture? So like I said, you may know this man. You may know him. If you don't know him, you probably are Patrick Star living under a rock. He stole a bunch of money from an airplane, in a really suave way, wearing a tux and like sweet talking the stewardess and everything. Stole a jet, made it fly from one place to another. I'm not gonna go into all the intricate details. If you really want to, they just dropped a Red Thread episode about it, and Lemino has a really good deep dive on it. And that's what actually got me into this. I was watching the Red Thread episode, and Windigoon had mentioned that there are some goofy conspiracy theories about this guy, that he had like super tech or whatever, and that's how he disappeared. And I went to look that up, but I'll just show you what happens when you look up like DB Cooper super tech theory. Probably spelled that wrong. Baffled investigators for decades. Technology. They use technology to search for clues. This. I'll talk about this in a minute. Myths. Wait, what? There's myths. I'll bring it. But he survived and landed. Like, there's nothing that I could find about it. Like, just from looking off the thing, I didn't really look into it that much. Like I said, the first thing I did when I saw one thing was I do what I usually do, and I went to record because why the fuck not? So, here is DB Cooper. Again, this is the man. Keep this in mind. This is important. I went here and I looked it up, and then I found this theory about DB Cooper, which I thought was actually pretty interesting up until I read the comments, and I realized that I'm also stupid. Well, it's still interesting, even if the comments are like have points that invalidate it, because every point that invalidates it is still based off the events that happened on the plane, which can be scrutinized to this day because no one really knows what went on the plane after he got off, like after everyone else got off, and it was just him and the crew members, which comes here because as you can see, this guy says DB Cooper never jumped out of the plane. TLDR, you can probably read it while I'm talking about it. But what he says basically is that the money was on board, and the person identified as DB Cooper was not actually DB Cooper. Obviously, that's the whole thing. But he was actually in on it with the entire crew, which I'm assuming he means the pilot, the stewardess, and a couple other people. So what this theory is trying to portray is that DB Cooper is actually completely made up and completely just non-existent, and it was one of the people working on the plane, and it's actually a big scam, and they just stole the money and dipped. Now, I don't know how this would work because I'm pretty sure the pilot, after the DB Cooper situation, still was a pilot, and the stewardess probably stayed a stewardess. I don't know that. I'm gonna look that up in a minute. But like I said, yeah. So I might read this whole thing. The crew had almost no interaction with him because of false description. He refused to talk to anyone apart from the air crew. The blinds were closed on the ground so no one could see in. None of the other passengers were even aware the plane was being hijacked, and so they didn't pay attention to him during their flight. He could easily have taken off his sunglasses in disguise, and no one would have recognized him as he got off everyone else. And the authorities would never have checked the bags because the air crew said he was still on board. So it does throw in like a really cool twist in the thing of like maybe DB Cooper was one of the people on board the plane, and everything. And then they just talk about how they just throw the parachute out, some money to be discovered later. And then, like I said, you go in the comments, and this guy has a really big deep dive about tracking the tracking numbers and how they didn't track it because they said we got truckloads of currency. There was no way we could do what they wanted when the FBI asked them to track down the money. There's stuff down here. 2008, there was an interview, virtually all of them within 6 months after the crime. It was just too much to ask the touch to compare each incoming 20 with a 32-page paper list of numbers. So basically, what this is, again, TLDR, I like using that word now because I know what it means. Um, yeah, because surprise, I found out earlier. I don't really pick up on trends and like the stuff like that. I still don't even use I'm not gonna say it. Well, I'm gonna say it because I don't use LOL or Lamau. I don't use any of those things. I don't understand emojis. I'm not like really. I'm not hip, I guess. I like to say words for how they fucking are. But like just sum it up here. Um, this is basically saying that they didn't track the money because they were lazy. So then it goes on, and people are talking about this is when the plane took off in the dark. The idea doesn't work because something of the weight of the man plus money came off the aft stairs at the time when Cooper jumped. And how do they know that? Like this guy says they did testing, but if the people on the plane were the ones saying that the thing jumped and jiggled when it moved, then clearly they're fucking making it up. Like they can be making it according to this theory up here, they could be making it up, and everything. So I don't know. I'm not gonna go through all this now, like I said, because this is what I wanted to talk about. I'm not gonna go through all this now, but this one here is talking about multiple other people, and they're playing Portland Saw Cooper. Descriptions all match exactly what the crew gave. So it's like a really either complex heist, and it could be the most complex heist in history. It's still unsolved, which means if this is still unsolved years later, it probably was the most complex heist in history. So, it probably wasn't simple as Cooper made it to be. I like this guy. He's thinking outside the box. He put in a really nice theory. He put his heart out there. He put his soul into this, and I appreciate that. Mr. Ben Watson Jr. on the DB Cooper subreddit. We appreciate you. But because of this, like I said, because I like to go down rabbit holes, and I do things like this, I will start going down other rabbit holes, which then this sent me down this one, right, oh, this one right here, this thing, where I click this and it opens up this right here. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller real quick. See, I'm a little wee man in the corner. Look at me, wow. So this opens up this. This says this is all 35 people that were on the plane that they took pictures of because apparently everybody was taking a picture of before they entered the plane. Meaning, one of these guys has to be DB Cooper, right? Like one of them has to be him. That's how this works, I think. I don't know who it is. I don't obviously I don't know who it is. I'm an idiot. But I can kind of rule out some people, which is why I had this photo pulled up because I was going to go back and forth and rule them out. I personally thought it was this dude, the Elvis Presley looking guy right down here. Oh wait, no, this is more Elvis. Why did I say this is Elvis? This is more like a 2010s Teen Wolf actor right here. This is definitely fucking Elvis. Look at those sideburns. I can't believe I fucked that up. But I was thinking it was this guy, Lynn Cummings, because if you let's look at the picture of this. Oh, not this. If you look at this with like a little face shape and everything, and the glasses, him kind of looking down. I feel like if he looked straight, he could do it. But then I was also thinking it could be this guy, Robert Cummings. Wait, I didn't even put it together. Lynn Cummings and Robert, are they related? Adele, are they all related? Okay, well then it's definitely not them because they all got off the flight. Then it would be three people, three DB Coopers. But I thought it was gonna be him because he was old, and well, I guess if this was taken in 19, well, not 1950, I was gonna say 1950, but I guess if this was taken when they got on the plane. He was old then, so I guess it wouldn't make sense for him to be DB Cooper because clearly this guy is not old. So I was gonna just sit here and try to rule out all these people and be like, who could it be? Who couldn't it be? Obviously, it's not a woman. Sorry, women. I know this is a big detriment to your gender, and I know that this hurts to hear from me, but a woman is not DB Cooper. I'm sorry. It just someone has to say it, and I think that someone is me because I trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Trust me. I would appreciate it if DB Cooper was a woman. I would advocate for that, honestly. I'll protest for it. I'll get a Pepsi and I'll share the Pepsi around and to all the protesters and we'll make peace. But unfortunately, we have hard proof and evidence that he's not a woman, and it's right here. Oh, not no, that's me again. It's right here. This is it. Uh, Everyone saw him. All of these people saw him. A lot of people in the airport saw him. A lot of people saw that this was indeed part of the male gender. So big L to women, big W for men. Stand their ground. So it can't be these people, can't be her, can't be her, can't be her, can't be her, can't be her. I'm not even pointing at people. There's not even a lot of women in this flight anyway. But then you look at all the men, and now I think you can sort of kind of go through them and like X some people out because DB Cooper went on the plane alone. So clearly it's not going to be anybody that has the same last name or whatever. So it's not going to be like Scott McPherson or William McPherson because they were clearly on there together. And then I feel like there would have been two of these pictures that we would have been looking for. Two of these guys right here. There would two of them. And technically there are two of them. These could be two different people. I don't know. But I obviously I'm not the first person to look through this list and go through and be like, hey, this guy right here kinda has the same eyeball as this guy in the picture. So he might be DB Cooper. I'm clearly not the first person to do this. I don't think it's this guy. He looks not like he'd fit the bill even he's wearing the glasses. I don't think it's James Warnstoff. I don't think it's George Labissinier. Like I don't think it's Lester Pola. A lot of this has to do with the hair. I think because like this hair is very prominent, and people don't really fuck up hairstyles. I don't think they typically tend to get those right when they're given a description. Uh, at least from what I know, because hair you can see hair. Hair is like pretty out there sometimes. So going off just hair alone, um, who do I see? This guy, Cord Harm Speckle, has like the same sort of like little twirl thing that's happening up here. So now I'm starting to think that it's this guy. But I'm rambling on too much about this picture, as I typically tend to do. Because this, all in the end, I don't think this really matters anyway, because as I said, I'm not the first person to go through this, and if I'm not the first person to go through this, and I'm stupid, someone way smarter than me has already gone through this and done all the research or whatever, which I will also probably look up in a minute. Alright, I'm gonna eat my quesadilla while I do this because I reheated it and now it's cold again. I spent too long setting up the goddamn camera. Never go to Walmart if your butthole is itching. Sorry. What I really wanted to get to though here was this. Because I found out that I don't, like I said, I'm about to prove to you why I said I was stupid. I found out after looking it up again that there's actually a 77-page document detailing DB Cooper called A True Special Operation, the DB Cooper Project. My assignment. We need your sleuthing skills to find the parachuting skyjacker known as DB Cooper. Comb through the first batch of official Cooper case files made public for the first time exclusively here, and help us solve one of the history's most astonishing unsolved cases. So this is for me, clearly. This is specifically made for me. As you can see, it says your assignment right there. But I don't understand what any of this means, man. Why is it crooked? First of all, is what I want to know. Like when I scroll through these pages, why is it crooked? Is this for like aesthetic? Is this for fun? What, do they think I have a fucking lazy eye? Do they think I can't fucking read straight? Am I Bellapoin dyslexia? Like, I don't know, man. But that didn't stop me from not doing any look into what is actually in there. And then just, like I said, starting the camera. I didn't do anything. But like I said, I thought it was this guy at first, Lynn Cummings. So I think what we should do is control F that bitch. And fucking. Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, dude, can I control F this paper? Am I allowed to do it because it's not text? Bro, you can't fucking use your new fancy AI like fucking photo thing to realize that that's what I'm looking at. All right, fine. I guess we're just gonna go through it all and see what happens. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna read these names here, and then I'm going to go to the picture, and I'm going to go to these pictures, and I'm going to see if anything here matches up. But before I do that, I want to go back to this real quick because I want to do what I said I was going to do and look up what happened to the pilot afterwards. So we will be back after these messages. What is up, everybody? It's ad time. Do you have itchy nuts? Does your balls need a scratching like a cat on a post? Well, do I have the solution for you? Fire. Fire. It's all you fucking need. Take a lighter, go to your nutsack, burn all the fucking hairs down to the singes, alright? Down to nothing. And you're fucking good and clean to go. And they won't come back for a long time. Will it smell really badly? Yeah, for like 20 minutes. Will it probably hurt your nuts, your sensitive little chestnuts you got going down there as you take the fire and burn them all and like put it close? Yeah, for sure. But it's that or scratchy balls. Who was the Cooper guy that jumped out the plane? Oh, I found him. William Scott. William Scotty Scott. This was uploaded in March 16th of 2001. March Scott, who piloted the plane hijacked by the notorious D.B. Cooper. Scott was a Northwest Airlines pilot controls. November 24th, 1971. Yeah, we know this. We know this. That's it. Okay, fine. I'll read it. Everyone disembarked through Shadow except for Cooper, Scott, and three other crew members back in the air of Oregon. Cooper jumped from the stairs. Cooper, because he was concentrating on flying the plane. A year later, the pilot lost his son, grandson, daughter-in-law, and her grandmother in a... What? Wait, what? Wait! You're joking, right? Is this an actual conspiracy? Maybe the dude's fucking on to something. I'm fucking, I'm fucking flabbergasted. Wait a sec, dude, you literally, I was doing this in real time. I didn't even know there was an FBI document that described all of this bullshit. What the fuck? I don't even know if the FBI document is even real. Dude, that's great. That is crazy. Bro, I'm so sexy in this. Look at this picture my friend just sent me. This picture. Can you see it? Can you see the picture? Can you see it? Can you see it? That's me. You probably can't see it. That's me. It's me a long, long time ago. Cut this out of the actual fucking video, dumbass. So I was just fucking doing more research on the DB Cooper thing, and I found this article about the pilot. A year later, the pilot lost his son, grandson, daughter-in-law, and her grandmother in a plane crash near St. Louis. Bro, what the actual... Okay, I'm back. I had to do a lot of stuff. Okay, I was busy. I have to keep my friends updated. But this is absolutely wild. So Abe had been flying in 1984 for the Army Air Force for 34 years for Northwest. He shunned interviews at the hijacking, which remains unsolved. On Sunday, of prostate cancer, died of his home. What? What does this mean? On Sunday of prostate cancer, his home in Green Valley, Arizona. I'm assuming this is trying to say he died in his home of prostate cancer. Isn't that cancer of the cum maker? Stop! So he did no interviews. He didn't do anything. His entire like family fucking dies at a plane crash. What? Yes, yes, yes. Fuck you. I'm using Wiki. I'm not using Wiki to get all the information, even though there probably is a lot here. It's probably not necessity for what I need. I'm using Wiki to find these people. These people right here. I want their names. Okay, so this looks promising. This is like an actual aviation website. This is an actual aviation website. Dude, is there no information about this dude other than his fucking family died? Oh my fucking, there isn't. There's nothing on this page about fucking William Scott, dude. 30 years, William Scotty Scott said little about the world's most famous skyjacking, shunning the sort of office and movie producers came knocking at his door. Mr. Scott piloted the Northwest Orient Airlines jet hijacked, but he died of prostate cancer Sunday at his home in Green Valley, Arids. Taking the grave much of what he knew about that. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's all here though. Is he in the list of names? No, these are passengers. But like, what do you mean? Taking to the grave everything he knew. He didn't know shit. That no one knew anything. What are you talking about? You fucking Susan Gilmore, dumbass. They didn't know anything. Came home that night. Oh wait. Whoa, wait. This is his wife speaking. This is his wife speaking. This is his wife, Frances. He has a wife. That is a thing. His wife did not die in a plane crash. Big ups. Big W. Big W for William Scott. His wife did not die in a plane crash. Let's go. Everybody clap it up for him, please. When he came home that night, she said he told his family about it, and that was the end of it. He was a very quiet man, very reserved. Whoa. What? What? What is your purpose here? Only in recent years had he begun to talk to the skyjacking perplexed by the FBI continues to rivet those who think Cooper may have survived the jump of 10,000 feet in the blackness of a storm. Her husband was convinced Cooper died in the leap, said Francis. He said uh, he felt he jumped into Lake Merwin and got tangled up in dead trees and died. Well, here's the issue with that, William. If he would have done that, they would have found what is called a body. That's what happens when somebody dies. Um, they find a dead body, and then they tell people about it, and they say, "Ha, this goober jumped on a plane with a bunch of money, $200,000 worth of money, in a suit, and then died," and we would all collectively laugh at him instead of hailing DB Cooper as like a weird hero for what he did. We would hail him as a little goofy goober, but we don't because he did not die. He clearly made off with a bunch of money and trolled all of you, and you just feel bad about it. So I shouldn't be making fun of the dude who died of prostate cancer, but uh, he's dead. So that's a Bill Gates reference if you guys didn't know. On the 25th anniversary of the heist, Mr. Scott spoke to a local pilots club. 200 people showed up and said his wife. Mr. Scott was the captain of the Boeing. What did he say at the local pilots club? I want to know. I want to know what he said. I am DB Cooper. That's what he said. That's what he said. He went up there and in front of 200 people, he said, I am DB Cooper. Scott never saw Cooper. He was intent on flying the plane and being able to get people out of there alive and said the aircraft was Northwest. She said her husband had been talking about it in the past years. It was good for him. She said in later years he'd get mad at all his guys say, no, that's not the way it happened. They weren't there. He was. No, what do you? But he's. Oh, dude, I don't know. I just want to know about the pilot. I haven't even gone able. I haven't even been able to go back to the goddamn FBI file. I want to know about the goddamn pilot. What happened to the fucking pilot? Apparently, he fucking never saw him. He was just intent on flying a plane, but it was good for him in later years. He like they weren't there. He was, but apparently you weren't there either, William. What were you doing? Nothing. You said you just flew the plane. Why am I even interested in you? I shouldn't be interested in you, but I am. I want to know your backstory. I want to know your fucking history. I want to know everything you did. I want to know what your favorite color was. The first time you took a poop in the toilet. I want to know everything. Okay? I want it all. What? He's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I see. So this guy must have been a reference to DB Cooper and Iron Man. I did not get that when I first watched it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't. Because apparently, William Scott didn't do nothing at all and he never spoke about it. So why would anyone get that reference? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm being really angry at a dead guy. Or something that happened like 10 years ago. He died like 10 years ago. I wasn't even fucking alive. I didn't even know what DB Cooper was when he died. I really gotta stop. It sounds really rude. William Scott, first officer. He's got a LinkedIn page. Whoa, dude. Lawnmower. Whoa, dude. Dude, this guy's a lawnmower? Whoa, that's crazy. This guy's a fucking lawnmower. Holy shit, William Scott, first officer, Air Wisconsin Airlines. He's a fucking lawnmower now. Dude, I thought you died of prostate cancer. I messaged him about it? No, I can't. I was gonna ask him how he survived. Father, he's been a lawnmower twice, dude. Let's go. He's been a father twice too. 3 times a father. What? Oh, it's crazy, dude. He's been a dad 3 times. Does that mean he has 3 kids, or he's well? It has to be that he's been. Did they all die, and then he became a father again? I feel like that's something you only do once. Like once you become a father, you just stay a father, right? So wrestler, Repo Man. This guy's interesting. This guy's more interesting than the other guy, the other William Scott pilot. Apparently, there's 2 William Scott pilots, and this one seems fun. This guy was a rock climber, a mountain climber, a fucking mountain biker. You know, the other guy was just a fucking hermit. This guy's doing all sorts of shit. Let's go. See, I know he does. I know this. I know he was a pilot. I know he died at 81 of prostate cancer. I know that he was a hermit. I know that he didn't say anything. What else is of note with him? I don't know. Meet Bill. Do I want to meet Bill? I don't. Bill doesn't look like a nice guy. Is this Bill? Is this the dude that I've been looking for? No, it's not. It's fucking not. God damn it. See, I'm fucking yawning. You're making me tired. You're making me tired with your bullshit. Just give me the information I want. Bro. Brother. Ah! What? A few planes. Oh, there's more information here. I do know he was a U.S. Army Air Force during World War II and flew planes into China and then was transferred to Montana. Does anyone have any other information on his war record? No, nobody does. Nobody fucking knows anything about this guy because he didn't do anything. Okay, I'm done with you, William. I'm done. I'm not wasting my resources or energy. Florence Schaffner. Now, this is arguably she is the much more important person in this little debacle that I put myself in because she, bro, hold the phone, bro, hold the phone, bro, what is this? Bro, what is this? How's it got like a fucking flat top right here and then this like curves out the fucking side of it, bro? What are you doing? What hairspray are you putting in this bitch to make this shit look like that? What the fuck's going on up here? Her hair literally looks like a loaf of bread. Florence Schaffner, she is probably one of the most important people in this thing because she was the air personnel, the stewardess that DB Cooper would flirt with using his W Riz for the entirety of the flight until he decided that she wasn't worth his time and he was an alpha male and he jumped out. She's in the fucking Marvel comic. Do Marvel Comics own DB Cooper? Oh, that's right, because she was in the Loki thing. So if they had the pilot in Iron Man and they had this bitch in Loki, they like connected. Did Marvel do DB Cooper? Is Marvel DB Cooper Stan Lee? That's why we haven't found him because he actually started Marvel Comics. Why does she have an IMDb page? Oh, she did. She did things. She has like interviews and stuff. So unlike the one dude, she has like interviews and she has like she actually talked about it. Wait, what? What? The Bay of Pigs connection? What? Okay. So after just reading this for a little bit, just going through the things, I just want to give it a quick little sum again. So apparently, the reason people are saying that this might be connected to the Bay of Pigs invasion is because I think what they're trying to say here, I'm gonna click the article in a second, but I think what they're trying to say here is that DB Cooper was an anti-Castro guerrilla fighter because they said he looked Latino, as they couldn't like distinguish him from Cuban or Mexican. Only to say so. Let's peep this out real quick. Check this out. Where is Will is come on speak? Where is Florence Schaffner Now we will about to find the fuck out by the Cinemaholic. Dude, this is always such a hard line to me that he said that because like it says like if you don't know I'm gonna keep it I'm gonna explain some more about the case. Like he hands her a note, like he gives her this little note and she doesn't check it because as like it says here in the article, she was like she's a stewardess at a flight, so she gets notes from men all the time probably. So she just thought it was like a love letter or whatever, and then he just goes, "Miss, you'd better look at that note. I have a bomb." Well, thank you for doxing her with this. She probably changed her name to hide from the obvious CIA cover up that's going on here because, as this guy clearly said, he never jumped out of the plane. That's why we're going all the way back to the first stab. So that she tried to do that, and you guys, Cinemaholic over here, just go like, oh, Flo Wheeler. Okay, that's pretty fucking interesting. Apparently after the hijacking, she was very, very fucking paranoid. This is right here, where she would not turn her keys. She would do them really slowly. She would check on her car for bombs every day. But then it goes on to talk about how she was being stalked for months, and a dude kept following every airline, like every plane she went on, the dude was there. And then when she confronts him, he says that he knew the hijacker from prison. So that's kind of telling. The fact that DB Cooper went to jail. So there's clearly a record of someone like him in a prison somewhere. Did they get any more information about this? The legend of the ladder wanted to talk to her. He apparently said to Florence, I want to tell you, this guy is not just a hijacker. He was in the Bay of Pigs. This guy works for the CIA. Oh, wait, I was joking. I saw some bullshit here about the CIA and everything, and I pulled that up. I wasn't being serious. DB Cooper was actually in the CIA. This actually makes a lot of sense. Well, why would he need $200,000 then? I feel like he's already getting paid the big bucks by being in a part of the fucking CIA, wouldn't he? But he was in the Bay of Pigs apparently, which led to JFK's death. So now I'm kind of pissed off. She was shown photos of possible suspects, and she could never positively identify any of them as DB Cooper. Well, I wonder why. Would it be maybe because you were DB Cooper, Florence? Huh? It was you! It was you the whole. I don't have a picture of her. Hold on. I gotta set this up. It was. Oh, God. It was you the whole time, Florence. You are DB Cooper. I'm calling it right now. I know I said it before. I'm taking it back. DB Cooper was a woman. This woman right here. But yeah, they couldn't possibly identify, and so she thought he was gonna kill her because witnesses, so she feared for her life. Still isn't like a lot of fucking information to go off. This is still really, like, this is still really basic. There's nothing, there's like no substance to any of these, honestly. Like, and well, I guess that's kind of the point of the case. There's like literally nothing there to go up. What the fuck was that, dude? What the fuck? Oh, it's my TV remote. There's like literally nothing to go off of. There's nothing to hold on to. There's no like real significant evidence for anything. What it's fucking bewildering. It's wild. What do you mean she opens up? Yo, who are you, bruh? Grandma? Is that you? What the fuck you doing on here? Go bake me some cookies, bruh. The missing piece of the DB Cooper story. 'Twas November 24th, 1971, the day before Thanksgiving. I feel like a lot of people don't reference this a lot. I actually didn't know that till I was looking into something before. I never mentioned it before, but um, the day before Thanksgiving, that's when he did this. I guess I'm supposed to put that together because the 25th, but I don't know when Thanksgiving is. I don't even know when my own birthday is. Fuck would I know when Thanksgiving is? But I didn't know that. He did it the day before Thanksgiving. Is that why you think he stole the money? He needed it to pay for his Thanksgiving meal. Like everyone was going to Thanksgiving and he had nothing to bring. So he's just like, "Oh, I got this." That's where he is. Like after he parachuted, that's what happened to him. He actually parachuted into his Thanksgiving dinner. He's like, "Guys, do I have a fucking story for you?" So this Mucklow person is the one that kept being the point person between her and the pilot. She kept getting letters, or not letters, notes from DB Cooper and going and doing things, and I guess just sitting next to him so he could deacon practices was praying for the pastors looking to Berkshire Hills, knowing their families were expecting them to arrive soon for Thanksgiving. She prayed for herself and for her own family, knowing she might never see them again. She thanked God for the blessings in her life and asked for forgiveness for her faults and failures, coming to terms at age 22 with her own imminent death. She even prayed for the hijacker. I prayed for him and his family and for forgiveness to him too, she says. And then I kind of let go of it and I felt at peace. And I was just focused on what had to be done. Well, there's your problem, Mucklow. You prayed for him, and then I think God helped him, and He helped everyone. I think you prayed too hard, and I think maybe what happened was DB Cooper was smited into hell, or heaven, depending on the actions he decided to make, and if there was leniency or not with what he did. But maybe God helped him. Maybe you prayed so fucking hard. Maybe God helped him escape. Let me ask him. God, did you help him escape? I'm not getting an answer back right now. He'll get back to me in 5 to 10 business days. What the fuck is this, bro? This is not this. Tell me why these are cool looking, and this looks like it's fucking straight out of Looney Tunes, bro. What is this? Why do you look? Why do you look so shaded? He looks like an old man trapped in like a fucking 4-year-old body. What is this? This is fucking crazy. I'm not making any sense. I'm really tired. I know the video is not gonna show it, because I'm gonna cut a lot of it out, especially when I was being silent or doing a bunch of stuff, because I didn't just sit here and do this the whole time. I've been going on it. I'm fucking tired as shit. I've been doing this like 3 fucking hours. I haven't found anything new. I didn't already fucking know, and there's fucking so much shit here about this Mucklow girl that there's nothing about anyone else that looks like except the fucking foreign shafter and the Mucklow, which I guess is facts because well, I don't know why I said facts, but I guess it's like fair because they were like the team of support people. This girl was the one that kept spreading messages back and forth, and Schaffner was the one that actually sat next to DB Cooper and got found the bomb and everything. I don't know why I made the mouse, so I just like doing it. But anyway. Like I said, I'm getting fucking sleepy, but I really wanted to look at this. Like, this is what I really wanted to look at. And all the names, and kind of like look them up and match them up. And this guy, Cooper Michael, he up the circle because I think they think that he did it. Where's the see where is that on here? Oh, there it is, Michael Cooper. Oh, honestly, I can actually see it. I can see it, man. Yet this stuff wasn't fucking here. So if you look at the, like, oh yeah, his sideburns do go down a little bit too in the OIs. Maybe they honestly might be fucking on something. This guy's seeming like big suspect right now. This guy's seeming like big suspect. But I wanted to go through this, but I don't know. I might just end up making a part 2 to this because there's a lot to go over, as you can clearly tell, as I got angry and as I was doing it myself for a little bit. I actually, 86? It's page 86 of a 77-page document already? What the fuck? 72, 73, what the 69? Funny number, but why is it going backwards? Oh yeah, if this one isn't uploaded today, then I'm just gonna come back with a part 2 and probably just either add all of this or just split them up. I might split them up depending how long this one is. But if this one's up today, this is gonna be out. Thank you for watching. If you did, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support recently. It's been really cool. It's been motivating me to keep making more. As you can see, I'm creating content right now, and it's really dope, and I'm enjoying it. I may not sound like it right now because I'm super tired, but I am, and it's really really good, and I can't thank anybody enough. So thank you, and bye bye bye. So.